There's a store where you can buy back your time. And right now, it's open. But there's a catch. You only get to buy each time-saving upgrade once from the time store. Because right now, you're most likely trading your prime years for folding socks and arguing with your stove. Hi, my name is Christian. I went from washing dishes to owning a $3 million real estate portfolio. And the one thing that made it possible wasn't talent or looks, as you can tell. Today, I'm going to show you how you can buy your time back and exactly how much it's going to cost you. For this to work, you just have to have more money than you have time and want to make a trade. Some of the things I will share with you today can save you up to $50,000 per year. And no, that's not a clickbait, but you have to make at least $15 an hour for this to work. I will show you 5 things that you can buy back your time from, and 2 bonus things if you stay till the end, starting from the cheapest one to the most expensive item in the time store. So before we start spending money on buying back our time, let's talk about the countless hours you're donating to Instagram stalking your ex-girlfriend's bikini photos. Yes, she does look better. Wait, the average American spends 5 hours and 16 minutes per day on their phone? That can't be me. What about TV? Americans spend on average of 4 hours watching TV. Are you fucking kidding me? Now, because I know you're so talented, I'm assuming you can do both at the same time. Watch TV and scroll on your phone. So let's say conservatively 5 hours of daily usage for both. Which means for free you can get back 150 hours per month. So in essence, you're working a full-time unpaid internship in TikTok, Instagram, and Netflix, and they don't even send you a W-2. I don't have time to learn a new skill, but boy, I can binge watch 6 episodes of Love is Blind and scroll 90 minutes on TikTok before bed. Have you thought of what can you actually do instead? Grow a spine and stop being a dopamine bitch. You can learn a new skill, start a YouTube channel, get rejected by 150 girls. That's of course assuming that you ask 1 girl per hour, in which case we really need to talk about your lead generating skills. Number 2, laundry. The average American spends 4 to 5 hours a week doing laundry bullshit. That's folding, sorting, washing, drying, and whatever else bullshit with this. That is 16 to 20 hours per month. So half a work week sniffing your own armpits and fighting static, huh? Now, what is the cost to outsource? Most people do 30 to 40 pounds per month. The price of the service usually ranges between $1.50 to $2, so $60 to $80 a month. Call it 70. So you're paying $70 to get 20 hours back. That's $3.50 you're paying not to do laundry. So in essence, if you make more than $4 an hour, and if you're watching this channel, you probably do, you're already winning. The next one thing has a huge time cost, has a mental bandwidth angle, a decision fatigue angle, has an opportunity cost angle, and an energy or fitness upside. And it feels slightly controversial. Cooking, meal planning, grocery shopping, cleaning up, storing leftovers, you knew food was coming. The average American spends 14 hours a week doing everything associated with cooking, and it's costing you almost 60 hours per month. This is the definition of time black hole. When you cook at home, you're not just spending time cooking, you're spending time planning meals, driving to the store, shopping for things that you didn't anticipate shopping for, unloading groceries, the cooking itself, and then cleaning, storing leftovers. What's the alternative? Well, you can always do Uber Eats or DoorDash, you can do pre-made meals, you can have meal delivery, or Chipotle. What about the cost? Well, $750 a month. What about the cost? It sounds like a lot, but remember, this is not on top of your grocery bill. This is your grocery bill. And if you're tracking your expenses, you would know if you are probably spending this much for food anyways. So, in a sense, your food bill most likely stays the same. You're just obtaining food smarter, plus you get to save 60 hours per month. This is literally no-brainer. No waste, no cooking, no cleaning, which brings me to my next point. Number 4, cleaning. Another thing nobody actually enjoys, but everyone pretends it's therapeutic. No, it's not. The average American spends 6 hours per week Cleaning, deep cleaning, tidying dishes, wiping counters, scrubbing bathrooms. That's 26 hours spent on your knees scrubbing grout like a medieval peasant. I've never met an entrepreneur who goes, you know what gets me hard? Oven grates at 2 a.m. Cost for a cleaner? Between $200 and $300 a month depending on size and frequency. Let's call it $250. That's $9.62 per hour you're paying not to clean. If you make more than $10 an hour, do it yesterday. Number 5. Lawn and garden, snow shovel, house maintenance, and the like. I used to mow my own lawn because I didn't want to pay $40. I bought the cheapest electric mower for $160 at the time and spent up to 2 hours under the Florida sun mowing once a week. And after I was done with that, I started trimming, and then it looked semi-decent. So I worked in a poker room as a dealer making $40 an hour, but didn't want to pay $20 an hour to a professional to do the job right. Make that make sense. Anyways, once my electric mower broke after one season, I had to buy a new one. And I found out that costs more than my time, and the mowers did not cost $160 anymore. So I called the professionals. Same goes for anything that needs fixing around the house. The chances of you screwing the thing that you're fixing more is high, unless you're a handyman. Call the professional. Focus on sharpening your skill set so you can be worth more on the job market or to increase value of your business. If you make $20 an hour or more, it makes no sense to do it yourself. And since you're still here, I will give you the 2 bonus ones because obviously you have good taste in what videos to watch. And honestly, if you like this video, like this video. It helps me out tremendously. Stop doing $10 per hour work if you can be doing $100 per hour work. Hire a virtual assistant or a VA. A virtual assistant can handle multiple things like scheduling, emails, dispute charges, do research for you, plan your vacation, pay your bills, organize files, write an apology letter to your wife, don't ask me how I know that. And all the admin bullshit that eats your brain. The cost? It's between $5 to $50 an hour depending on what services you want. But there is no reason not to have an assistant for 10 hours a month at a $10 per hour rate. The time arbitrage is there. So basically, if you can earn more than $10 an hour with the help of the assistant that you are paying $10 an hour, you're arbitraging the difference. And last, the big baller move, the most expensive with the biggest ROI, is commuting. Do you enjoy parking hell, road rage, and wasted brain cells? I didn't think so. The average American spends 30 to 50 hours per month commuting. That's 1 to 2 hours per day depending on where you live. So what's the cost to outsource? Well, Uber and Lyft would run you around $600 to $1,000 per month, and if you're fancy, you can hire a driver. Yes, it is expensive, but you already bought all the cheap ones from the Time Store. You're making $50+ an hour, and you can work, read, strategize during commute instead of battling traffic. It's worth it. And honestly, once Tesla taxi and driverless fleets roll out, this cost is going to plummet. So this is only going to get cheaper. Thanks, Elon. So, what's the total time that we can save and the cost for the 5 main items from the Time Store? Well, number 1 and the biggest one and the cheapest one is TV and phone at 150 hours. Infinite savings. Number 2, laundry at 20 hours a month, $70. That's $350 an hour. Number 3 is cleaning, 26 hours per month, $250. That counts to $9.62. Food service, 60 hours a month, costing us $750. Cost to outsource, $12.50 per hour. And lawn, house maintenance, and other miscellaneous around the house, 8 hours per month, costing us $160 per month. That comes to $20 an hour. The total, the conservative total, is 264 hours per month. And if you use those hours to build a business, learn a skill, or scale your income, you can 10x your life. This is, again, on the conservative side. 33 workdays, 8 hours each. Basically, you have more than 1 month in 1 month's time. This is costing you $1,230 or $4.66 an hour. I definitely think you can afford it. If you remember, in the beginning of this video, I made a bold claim. Some of the things I'll share with you today can save you up to $50,000 per year. And no, that's not a clickbait. So if you take 264 hours and multiply it by $15 per hour, you get a little bit less than 50,000. And remember, those hours are conservative. If we are more realistic, we should take maybe double the time for the first item from a time store, TV and doom scrolling, and maybe increase the amounts for some of the other ones in the time store. In essence, the only person that is costing you money, it's you. But don't kill the messenger. Now, while you can't literally buy back time, you can buy back the time you are wasting. The time store is open. Go buy your life back.